I'm Suzanne McNeill with Design Originals, and I have the wonderful FloraBunda style drawing today. This is just like little patterns, little repetitious patterns, little mix and match patterns, and this is great. You can create beautiful artwork. Look at some of this artwork here created with this style of drawing. So there's a series of books. This one's called Woodland, so lots of cute little animals, things from the woodland, fish, birds, spiders, leaves, flowers, mushrooms, alphabets. All of these patterns are right here in the Woodland book. It's just, you could work with this book for weeks and never finish everything. Then this is the big FloraBunda style book. Look at all these beautiful projects and ideas in here. And today I'm going to show you how simple this is to do and what fun it is. So I'm choosing the FloraBunda garden style book. And again, over 200 designs in this book. And they're all mix and match. So I'm going to start with this. And I like to use a Micron 08, or this is a graphic 1. So I'm going to start with this flower right here. I'm going to draw a spiral for the center. I'm going to surround that with small repetitious petals. Then in between each petal, you can see I'm drawing a line with a dot at the end. Very simple. Since I drew the petals, I know exactly where to put those spikes. And then in between that, I'm going to draw a line to complete a beautiful blossom. And now for the stem, a nice stem. I can use these leaves right here. Since mine's taller, I'm going to repeat that, so that I'm getting lots of beautiful leaves in here. So if you miss that on the leaf, I go up to the point, come back, and then go in between. Up to the point, and then sort of make a second leaf inside. So now I'm going to add this blossom right here. So it has a large base, a big petal, another large petal, 2 more on this side, and then a dot and a line in each one of those petals. And then a beautiful moon shape connecting each pair of petals, and coming out from the end is one of those spiky lines with a black dot. So all of these flowers are mix and match, so I'm going to do my stem now. I'm going to roll it around over here to go under that leaf. And then I'm going to do a similar leaf to the other one, but this one only has one stripe on the inside of it. And then I love the scroll here, so I can just roll out here and create that scroll. Another beautiful flower. You know, I see there's sort of a space in between here, so I'm just going to add some little scrolls, just sort of arbitrarily, to fill that space. Really creates a beautiful, abundant floral pattern. And now I'm going to do one more flower. I think I'm going to do this one right here. It has a funny little skinny petal in the middle, another skinny petal, another skinny petal, and then back on the other side I'm going to add 2 more petals. And then this stem comes down like this. Now these leaves are different. These are across from each other. I want to go under that scroll to make them look like they're in a really beautiful blooming garden. I'm going to do that all down this stem. So I think you get the idea. Now, if I really wanted to, it would be fun to add some of these little bunnies or bugs. Let me do this little bee right here. Let me show you him. So he's an oval shape with a little stinger, 2 eyes, stripes on his body, and there's little rings on each side. So you can see that it's just so relaxing and endless hours of enjoyment to draw these. So I want to give you some tips on coloring these. So here is a similar floral. You can see I was inspired by this other one. So first with my markers, I love these koi markers, and Tombow markers work similar. This is a blender pen. It has no color in it. This is a pink, and it has a beautiful brush tip here. So what I can do is I can take my blender pen and pick up some ink off of this marker and then draw that here. You can see as the marker runs out, it's getting to be a paler pink. And then I want to repeat that on the other side. So getting to be a paler pink, so it's gradated in color. And then I could do the same thing with green. I would want to take my blender pen and clean it off on a scrap piece of paper or on the back. So now I can do exactly the same thing. I can pick up some green and start filling in my leaves. So the blender pen will only pick up a certain amount of ink. So as you continue drawing, you can see that it gradates out and gets much lighter in color. This really can create some beautiful blossoms when you do each petal and reload the ink. Isn't that a beautiful look? So you can see I could use all colors. Koi comes in like 48 colors, so you can just keep adding colors as long as you want. And that's my tip for the blender pens. And then these are just regular colored pencils. Now I always like to keep mine sharp. I love this pencil sharpener because it could go for really fat pencils, medium pencils, or little skinny pencils. Whatever size pencil you have, that pencil sharpener would work. So now for the coloring tip. My coloring tip is I like to choose 2 colors that are similar. So these are both greens, a darker green and a lighter green. And I can take this, I like to take the darker one first, color in an area. And here I'm just giving it a light coat of green. I'm going to slip a piece of paper under this to give a little harder surface. And now I'm going to color it again. And that'll make a second layer, will make it a little bit darker. Usually I find if I just use one color of pencil, that it's not as smooth as I want. So that's when I get the lighter color of pencil. And when I add a third layer with the lighter color, it really smooths out and blends that first color down there. And I do that with every color I use. I'll choose 2 versions of that color. So look how beautiful these are. These can be watercolor, marker, colored pencil, and you can mix all those together. I love the mandala animals. And just to show you a few more things, I just took, and with a smaller pen, smaller paper, you can see it's a similar design, I created a little book. This book I sewed together along the spine. Here's another little book. This one I just tied together with a ribbon, so the pages are not actually attached. So you can make beautiful cards and little gift books with these. And here's a page out of my sketchbook. So just so much to do with FloraBunda. Every book has different patterns and different ideas and projects, so I believe you'll enjoy this. Try FloraBunda.